All right, welcome to Mr. Martin's class for AP Environmental Science. Again, thank you for being here, and I would like to briefly just kind of tell you how I'll be running the class and show you how your students can access a few pretty important resources for environmental science. So first, here's their Canvas homepage, and if you scroll down, you're going to find two important pieces of information. One, my email, and how you can contact me if you ever have any questions or your student has any questions. Please feel free to email me. You can also access or communicate with me through the Parent Square app. So feel free to do that. Next is AP Classroom. And so at the beginning of the year, I gave everyone the join code for our AP online classroom. And this is really important because a lot of homework assignments, for example, will be through this online classroom, as it's really essential information and questions and videos directly from the AP board. So with that, I'll show you a little bit. Students will log into their College Board account. They have their access code and join class. This should have been already done. And so then they would have AP Environmental Science here. And then you can click on this and it'll take you to, of course, the AP Classroom. Their version will look a little bit different, but you'll should see something very similar. We're right now working in Unit 1. And so we're working on living world ecosystems, and we're just about done with this. And so far, these are all the topics that we've covered. And in some cases, like our biogeochemical cycles, this was homework. And then I assigned a few videos and questions. We've done a lot of warm up questions from this site. And soon we're going to have a little quiz from this progress check. And so just a little preview. This, I was going to say that was weird. This progress check is really a quiz and test format, and it is very much similar to how the AP exam would be. And so, by using this throughout the entire year, it'll help expose them to the types of questions and uh, the strength of questions, as well as practicing answering these types of questions. And so you can see here, they click through it, 33 different questions. If I go back, and then also with the progress check is an FRQ. And so if you're new to AP classes, um, in the AP exam, for example, that there's always going to be a multiple choice portion, and then here's what's called the free response question. And so the free response tends to be one of the more difficult questions, and there's usually multiple layers to this, right? So you'll see that there's a part A, and part A has three parts, and then there's a part B, which has two parts, and so it can be very deep, and it really challenges the students to focus on the question and answer it very explicitly. And so with that, it tends to take practice. And so I firmly believe that this will be helpful for us, and then they can you know better be prepared for that AP exam if that's what they're interested in. Okay. So again, this is something that will take us through the units. Students can also preview what is unit 2 about. So after we talk about ecosystems, we'll be focusing on biodiversity, which you can see relates back to ecosystem. Okay. We then have population research and studies, earth system and resources, land and water use. As you get to these later units, it's less kind of background information, if you will, and then it goes deeper into our human impact. And so this is land and water use, of course, by humans, energy, resource, and consumption, atmospheric pollution, aquatic and terrestrial pollution, and Unit 9, global change. And so that is a pretty good overview of what the class will be like. And I've also put this uh, similarly through the syllabus. You can see kind of a running list of what we're doing. Okay, but this AP classroom is really the best place for getting an overview of the class. Next, I'd like to show you modules. And so you'll see here, I've broken it up by week. And so some weeks we have 3 agendas, and I see your students 3 times. Some weeks I only see them twice. Sometimes there's a homework assignment posted in there, and other times there's not. That being said, a lot of these I posted homework to AP Classroom, and so it's not going to show up here on Canvas, but it's within the agenda. So if I show you an agenda real quick, right, we have today's objectives, slideshow, and then today's homework. I've outlined how on AP Classroom you're watching 3 videos. Okay, and so that's just a good example. I always try and outline what the student needs to know, what's the learning objective, and then what we're trying to do that day. With that as well, sorry, as I'm processing my thoughts, we're also going to be doing labs in this class, and that's a big goal of ours. So we just had our first lab last class as we worked on a computer simulation around trophic systems in the food web. And then next, we're going to be doing some mark and recapture strategies to learn, how do ecologists try to get different population information around these species within an ecosystem. And so I'm hopeful that this AP class feels like a genuine and authentic experience and helps challenge students. With that as well, so thinking about grading and turning in work, it is one of those things where the AP format is designed to be more like a college level course, and in that sense, daily homework is oftentimes not put into a grade book, for example. And so there will be, of course, daily work. That is a pretty standard expectation. And most of that is practice and checking for understanding. And so if your student is struggling with that daily work and struggling to understand that daily work, then that really is feedback um, that we need to ask more questions and make sure that we really are understanding what's going on. Uh, on the flip, if your students are feeling good about that daily work, then they should be really feeling good going into the things like the quizzes and tests and labs that will be the primary portion of their grade. Okay. So again, with that, thanks for being here and thank you for your time. Ooh, I almost forgot. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, I have a Meet Your Teacher page, and so I've got a little bio about me. But otherwise, this is my second year here at Aloha, and my background is in biology, and then I got my master's from Pacific University. And so far, I've absolutely loved teaching this class. It's a great group of students that really seem highly motivated and willing to work together and support each other. So I've really enjoyed it so far. But please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you for your time.